So how did attending LCN Live support my application? Well, I think it gave me insight into not just kind of face-to-face contact with law firms, but also knowledge as a student I would not have had access to. So sectors these firms operate in, clients, examples of deals, and also small things like talking to lawyers, learning how to kind of talk like a lawyer. But yeah, I think the biggest thing was probably just visibility and learning through osmosis and giving you that one extra thing to talk about in your application or interview. And it definitely helped me with my interview process, because I attended the Shoosmiths real estate workshop when I attended this event as a student, and then ended up doing their placement scheme and obtaining a training contract with them. So yeah, it helped in many ways.
Why would I recommend LawCareersNetLIVE to other aspiring lawyers? I think when you make applications, the single most important part about making those applications is knowing the people that you're making them to. And I think you can make a really bespoke application by asking questions, understanding firms from really interesting angles, and then saying in your applications, in conversation with such and such, I learnt this, that shaped my opinion in this way. And those really bring those applications to life as a result.
I would recommend LawCareersNetLIVE to other aspiring lawyers, because getting out there and speaking to different firms, different people from different businesses is the best way to learn, and the best way to understand from an applicant's perspective as well, where you want to be. I think often the process feels like, you're constantly thinking about, what do law firms want from me? What kind of experience should I be talking about on my applications? But actually, these events are perfect for you to figure out what you want in a law firm, and being able to speak to people, whether they're trainees, whether it's the early careers team, from different law firms, is probably one of the best ways to get to know different firms' cultures and compare. And then hopefully you can talk about those experiences as well on your applications.
So I attended LCN Live a couple of years ago now, and it was my favourite event. That's why I've chose to come back this year as a trainee. I think there was just a lot of firms, a huge mix of every single firm, so it made me feel comfortable. You're in an environment where people are all in a similar situation, We want training contracts, or even if it's not that, a legal role. So I think just having that opportunity to be put in an environment where there are these law firms on stalls was really, really inspiring, because you don't get that opportunity in everyday life. So I think that really helped. I think the workshops as well that I used to go into as well, gaining an understanding more about this firm, this practice area. And I remember coming here a couple of years ago, speaking to the DWF stand at the time, and it was really valuable as well, because that person on the stand actually said to me, it's really nice to put a name to a face on an application. So just to see them there, I think that really, really helped as well, And if you are here, it's that one step further than everybody else, because it's showing initiative, it's showing your drive that you want to be here. So I think it was a big, big vital part in actually me feeling confident in getting the training contracts that I applied for.